This is Josephine from Design by Josephine and Josie. And today's video is another live video. And I love doing these live videos for me to share with everyone how the garden is looking and what flowers are blooming. So me, my mom, and my brother, we were just outside and we were just cleaning. And I thought that I would do a real quick live video for me to share with all of you. The flowers that are just blooming, and as you can see, is there's a nice wind out here. The chime is just chiming away, and it truly feels like spring. And it is just a gorgeous, gorgeous day outside. So, if this is your first time watching one of my videos, I want to say welcome. And I do all types of home decor, tablescapes, gardening videos. So if you are into like tablescapes, home decor, gardening, and how to entertain at home, then you can subscribe to my channel. And okay, here's my Tatsy. That's my aunt. My aunt is online. Hi, Tatsy. She says, hi, love. Hi, Tatsy. So good to see you. And Pistol Pete says, your garden looks amazing. Thank you so much, Pistol Pete. So the reason why I'm staying in this section right here is because this section is just so beautiful. Because, I'm looking at this beautiful shrub right here that have like all of the beautiful flower. And I think this particular flower is called a Rose of Persia, I think. I don't know. I think that's the name of it. I went to my local nursery. I did see this in my local nursery. And okay, Pistol Pete says, your garden looks amazing. Pistol Pete says, similar to my fiance's. Okay, that's wonderful, Pistol Pete. And so I have my aunt and I have Pistol Pete here online. And if there's anyone else watching, you could just say hello. Just make sure that the comments are very respectful. And if you have any questions, make sure that the questions are respectful as well. And so, yeah, so this is the garden, everyone. And I'll never get tired of sharing this garden. Pistol Pete says, love your nails. Thank you, Pistol Pete. Yeah, my nails are not looking that great. But thank you. I actually need to work on my nails tonight. Because, I've been working in the garden so much that, I need to, like, work on my nails. So, but thank you anyways, Pistol Pete. I appreciate it. My Tatsy says, when I come, I have breakfast in the garden. Yes, Tatsy, you'll definitely have breakfast in the garden when you come to visit. So, okay, so like I said, here is, one of the flowers that, like this shrub that I just love. Okay, Pistol Pete says me first. Okay. So, yeah, so this shrub is just gorgeous. Is a big, big shrub. I love it. And it have these tiny pink flowers. I love cutting these flowers, bringing them in to create a beautiful floral arrangement. And here is the plumbago. The plumbago is like a light blue cluster of flowers, as you can see. So I wanted to, my mom and I wanted to have one here. So I'm really happy that we planted one here. And I think this bush right here is called honeysuckle, I think this is like the honeysuckle. And the bees and the butterflies and the hummingbirds just love this. And okay, my Tatsy Dulu says, laughing, of course, Mr. Pete. Okay, yeah, so both of you will have breakfast here in the morning. How about that? So my aunt And Pistol Pete. Okay, Pistol Pete says hee hee. Okay, Pistol Pete is laughing. Okay, he find it funny. Okay, well that's cool. So there's like a joke between my Tatsy and Pistol Pete. There's a joke. There's a joke between them. Who's gonna be having breakfast first in the garden? It's a compliment. Okay, so yeah, this is the honeysuckle tree or the honeysuckle shrub. The hummingbirds, the bumblebees, the honeybees, the butterflies, they just love this. And so, we have a few over here just to kind of create a nice, lovely shrub. And then, of course, I have some roses. Okay, Pistol Pete says my birthday was in the garden. Yes, Pistol Pete, your birthday was in the garden for sure. Okay, so here is a beautiful rose that is just blooming. It's like a coral peachy color rose. I'm not really sure what type of rose this is. There's a white one that is just about to bloom here, and that one I think is called Iceberg. And of course, we have some geraniums. The geranium blooms are about to be spent, so I need to, like cut them off. I need to just get the blooms that are spent off. Okay, Tassie says, I know, okay, I know Pete. Okay, so, all right. So then, more geraniums, more petunias, different types of flowers that are here. So I just sprayed these flowers, the entire garden, with neem oil. So I had to spray neem oil because there's signs of spider mites. Okay. Okay, so Pistol Pete have a surprise emoji. Okay. Okay, so right over here we have some knockout roses. And look at the garden in this section right here. From this section, it is looking nice. And Pistol Pete says, why now? Too hot. Okay, Pistol Pete. I don't know what you mean by that. Why now too hot? Okay. It's not that hot. I mean, for me, it's not that hot outside, so I don't know. Okay. Oh, the oil. Oh no, that was from last night. It's okay. That's fine. I did spray the neem oil last night, so it should be fine. It's not gonna do anything to the. It's not gonna do anything to the roses. Okay. And here is the section or not the section. Here is the garden in this angle right here. Okay, we put a little bench here. Okay, so I have some, Pistol Pete says, I thought you just spray now. No, I didn't spray now. That was from last night. Okay, so I have some salvia here. I have a climbing rose here. More roses. All different types of roses here. And right here on the ground, I have some snapdragons and some blue days. Here's a blue days that just bloomed. And all kinds of salvia and snapdragons on the ground. And of course, more roses. Okay, and my brother is just cleaning up here, so you could just see this section right here. Okay, show us Josephine. We want to see Josephine. Yes, Pistol Pete, I'll definitely share Josephine. Okay, here is a really pretty yellow rose. Okay, here's Abraham Darby, and I need to attach Abraham Darby. I'm trying to train Abraham Darby as a climber. And here is this beautiful climbing rose from David Austin Roses. More roses blooming, and here is some more salvia and some more snapdragons on the ground. Bumblebees are just enjoying themselves. Okay, Cecile, yep, I'm gonna show Josephine and Cecile. Okay, and then here is the garden and on this angle. So my Tatsy says she wants to see Cecile, and Pistol Pete says he wants to see Josephine. Okay, so I am just sharing every angle of this garden because it just looks so pretty. And I am going to do like an edited video, like a tour of the garden. Okay. Now these tiny yellow flowers, this is just blooming like crazy. So, you know, my mom and I had pruned this and we fertilized it, and look at all the yellow flowers. And I love to also use these in, I love to use them in floral arrangements as well. Now, the tiny rose that you see here is called Forentunia. It is a climbing rose, and it blooms around this time of the year. Tiny white flowers, so it's intertwined with the yellow flowers. It's blooming all down here. Now here is Cecile. So Cecile is just blooming with the tiny pink flowers. Cecile is just blooming. Oh, here's a butterfly. Okay, a butterfly just, there it is. Okay, here's a butterfly. It's just going its way. Okay. So, let me see. Okay, so we got all this going on right here. So Pistol P says, quit showing the other flowers. Josephine's getting jealous. You're funny. Okay, so we have all these other flowers here now. This one is called porterweed. This is perfect for like butterflies. Oh, here's the butterfly again. And this one's a David Austin rose. This one is Mary Rose. This one just bloomed. I want to see Cecile. Okay. So here is Cecile, and then in a minute I'm going to show Josephine. Okay, here is more of Cecile. Cecile is just everywhere. Okay. And this is Evelyn. Evelyn just bloomed. Evelyn is right over here. Okay, so let me put Evelyn over in this section. So this is Evelyn. Okay. And here is Josephine. Josephine have a lot of buds. So Josephine is also about to bloom. So Pistol Pete, here's Josephine that you were asking for. Okay, this one is Pink O'Hara. This one was a gift. Is from Grace Rose Farm. Okay, so I got Abraham Darby that's blooming in between here against the wall. Okay, Pistol Pete. Okay, my Tatsy says, hi, daughter. Okay, Pistol Pete says, don't forget to water your flowers. Josephine needs to stay constantly wet. You're funny, Pistol Pete. Okay, and as you can see down here, I have all types of different flowers, snapdragons and blue days, salvia. And then right over here, I have um, Princess Charlene DeMonico. I had to spray her with neem oil because she was infested with spider mites. So I sprayed neem oil all here. So, hopefully, we're safe. This one had spider mites as well, but this was like a few months, well, not a few months ago, a few weeks ago. Now it's doing okay. And Don Juan is blooming. I do see some spider mites around this area here. This is a Desdemona. This is a David Austin Rose. Mulino is also a David Austin Rose. I have some Coleus here. I have Sweet Mademoiselle right over here. They cut down. More Blue Days. Uh, and this is Earth Angel. And this is Lilac Days. Okay, and all of this is Lilac Days. Right over here is Claire Austin, which is a climbing rose. As you can see, she is a big bush, big shrub, big climbing rose, and so she is about